Have you ever felt like stress is always around, ready to bother you when you least expect it? Maybe your chest feels tight, your mind is racing, or you feel like you just can't handle one more thing. If you feel this way, you're not alone. Hi, I'm Inaya, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about something that touches every single one of us: stress. More importantly, I'm going to share 5 life-saving techniques that you can start using right now to bring calm back into your day, even when everything feels like it's spinning out of control. We all know stress isn't just an emotional thing. It can mess with your sleep, your appetite, your focus, and even your relationships. Sometimes, it feels like no matter how hard you try, you just can't shake it off. But here's the good news. You don't have to accept stress as your new normal. There are practical, science-backed ways to manage it, and I promise, they're easier than you might think. Let's start with something incredibly simple, but surprisingly powerful: deep breathing. I know, you've probably heard about taking a deep breath a million times, but most of us don't realize how shallow our breathing becomes when we're stressed. When you're anxious or overwhelmed, your body slips into a kind of emergency mode. Your breaths get shorter, your muscles tense up, and your mind starts racing. The trick is to interrupt that cycle with slow, intentional breaths. Try this. Breathe in through your nose for 5 seconds, hold it for 2, and then breathe out slowly through your mouth for 5 seconds. As you exhale, imagine all the tension leaving your body. I like to picture blowing up a balloon, feeling my belly rise and fall. This isn't just about relaxing in the moment. Deep breathing actually tells your nervous system that you're safe, helping your heart rate slow down and your mind clear up. The best part? You can do this anywhere, at your desk, in your car, or even in the middle of a crowded room. Now, let's move to the second technique: guided meditation. You don't have to be a monk or sit cross-legged for hours to benefit from meditation. In fact, just 5 minutes can make a real difference. Guided meditation is perfect if your mind tends to wander, or you're new to the practice. There are so many free apps and videos out there that will gently walk you through calming visualizations or simple breathing exercises. Think of it as a mini vacation for your mind. I remember a time when I was juggling work, family, and what felt like a never-ending to-do list. I started using a guided meditation app during my lunch breaks, and honestly, it felt like pressing a reset button. Even on my busiest days, those few minutes of stillness helped me come back to my tasks with a clearer head and a much lighter heart. The third life-saving technique is physical movement. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "Inaya, I don't have time for the gym," hear me out. You don't need to run a marathon or do an hour-long workout. Stress often gets trapped in our bodies, making us feel stiff and achy. Something as simple as a brisk walk around the block, a few gentle stretches, or even dancing to your favorite song in your living room can help release that tension. Movement helps your body process stress hormones and boosts those feel-good chemicals in your brain. I once had a viewer write in about how she started doing 10 jumping jacks whenever she felt overwhelmed at work. It sounded silly at first, but she said it completely changed how she handled stressful days. The key is to find a movement that feels good to you and make it a regular part of your routine, even if it's just for a few minutes. Next up is something we often overlook: managing our screen and social media time. It's so easy to get sucked into endless scrolling, especially when we're feeling stressed. But here's the thing: constant notifications, negative news, and comparing ourselves to others online can quietly ramp up our anxiety. I challenge you to set some boundaries with your devices. Maybe turn off notifications for an hour, or create a no screens before bed rule. Instead, use that time to do something that actually helps you unwind, like reading, journaling, or just sitting quietly with a cup of tea. I tried this myself after realizing how restless I felt every night. Swapping out my phone for a book before bed made a huge difference in my sleep and my mood the next day. Finally, let's talk about the power of human connection. When we're stressed, it's tempting to isolate ourselves, but reaching out to someone you trust can make all the difference. Sharing your feelings with a friend, family member, or even a support group can help you feel lighter, understood, and less alone. If talking feels too hard, even spending time with pets or joining a community activity can help you feel connected. I'll never forget a time when I was going through a tough patch and didn't want to burden anyone. But after finally opening up to a close friend, I realized just how much support was waiting for me, and it made everything feel more manageable. If you don't have someone to talk to right now, consider joining online forums or support groups. Sometimes, even strangers can offer the understanding you need. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Inaya, I'm too busy for all this, or these things sound nice, but will they really work for me? Here's what I want you to remember. You don't have to do everything perfectly or all at once. Start with just one technique. Maybe today you focus on deep breathing, and tomorrow you take a short walk or try a 5-minute meditation. The most important thing is to be gentle with yourself and keep experimenting until you find what works for you. If you slip up or forget, that's okay. Just start again. Progress, not perfection, is what matters. Stress is a part of life, but it doesn't have to run your life. By practicing deep breathing, guided meditation, moving your body, managing your screen time, and connecting with others, you're building a toolkit that you can reach for whenever things get tough. These aren't just quick fixes. They're habits that, over time, can truly transform how you handle whatever life throws your way. Before you go, I'd love to know, which of these stress relief techniques do you think will fit best into your daily routine, and why? Or maybe you have your own unique way of coping with stress. Share it in the comments below so we can all learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, please hit subscribe to Circle of Life with Inaya for more practical, heart-centered advice to help you live your best life. Remember, you have the power to create calm, even in the middle of chaos. I can't wait to read your thoughts and see you in the next video. Take care and be kind to yourself.